Welcome to NocBro Nation.
Welcome back, guys. Jarrell here.
And I'm Josh, and today we're here to review episode 1 of World Beyond.
Yeah, guys. So, it was a good premiere.
Slow.
Not too bad.
Obviously laying the groundwork for the season, the final season.
Mm-hmm.
The Omaha stuff was, of course, guys, we're going to love the Omaha stuff.
Yeah.
But that was cool.
That was cool. Our city didn't last very long in the Walking Dead universe, but hey.
No, it didn't really at all.
We were a part of it, so.
It didn't last at all.
But to know that they destroyed that 6 weeks ago, one day after Lieutenant Colonel Kublik was in Campus Colony at Monument Day speaking, they took that out. Then they came back for Campus Colony.
How many strong?
Omaha had about 100,000. And Campus Colony, 10,000.
I think I don't know what's more shocking about that CRM was able to knock them out, as quickly as they did, or that Omaha had no military presence.
Yeah, it seems like...
And maybe we don't know the ins and outs, right? They just showed us a quick, blowing up of the gates, and then it was assumed, look, that horde was freaking humongous.
Well, the military presence for Omaha and Portland, I would assume, would just be CRM soldiers.
Yeah, but you got to have your own, right?
You might have a little small security.
But these were new. You could make an argument, we don't know the exact time frame, that these were new settlements or new colonies or whatever that CRM had just made an agreement with.
Well,
that agreement was not that old.
They're part of the Alliance of the Three. Yeah, we don't know how far back that went, but and we don't know if these colonies were
they were
formed prior to CRM's involvement, or they were formed by CRM. We don't know that. That's
the understanding that I got, is that these communities were pre-CRM, and then CRM came along,
made an alliance, and then they formed kind of a trust.
I could be wrong on that, because why would CRM? Well, I'm not going to speak
the Four Corners Agreement also as well. So I think I'm
not going to speak for CRM here, but why would you wipe out your own? Exactly.
To save face, man. To say we really don't know yet. We don't know why Omaha was wiped out, and I think we're going to be getting some flashbacks, because we know that prior to Huck, Jennifer leaving Omaha, there was an incident in Omaha. And she kind of mentioned it in this episode to her about, we had to do something with Huck related that was an incident in Omaha. We don't know what that is, but I think we'll probably get some flashback about it. But, why is Portland safe? Portland's safe for now, but Omaha, gone. Apparently, just gone. So
we don't know about it. Portland could be wiped off the map as well.
Soon.
It just seems like to me that CRM used these communities to get their intelligence out, to get the smartest of the smartest out of the communities, and then wiped them out when they found out that they needed nothing else from them.
Right.
The whole Hope, stuff with dropping her off and seeing if she'll be good on her own. Were you buying that?
I think that was more of a. I think that was more of a test for Huck, for her daughter.
It was. It totally was.
To see if those kids changed her, because she was like. That's why she was like, "You want to go after her, don't you?" And that's why even Huck said at the end, "You were just waiting to see if I was going to go after them, just if they changed me." So I think that maybe her mom, because that, she, in a way, Huck hasn't really completed her mission, that maybe she feels Jennifer has been compromised. So she's making sure that she's still locked in.
It just doesn't make sense. You're willing to risk the mission that you wanted to accomplish to find out if the person you used for that mission has not been compromised.
Right.
That makes no sense whatsoever.
I think also it was still a test for Hope, but I think the higher percentage maybe was for Jennifer, and the lower percentage was for Hope. I think she still knew that Hope wanted to do it, but she wanted to say, try to survive on your own. Try to get out of the city.
Hope has no choice.
And that's why Hope, Hope has a plan. That's why she said, I only came back because you're my way out.
Yeah.
She knew that she wasn't going to get out of that city. Come on. And that was Albany, New York. So still in New York, Albany. But
that was not CRM headquarters.
That was
like
no
you
headquarters.
And I thought it was.
Yeah, it was no headquarters whatsoever.
Yeah, that was just Kublik's originating home.
Yeah, plan.
Or where she was during the fall, which we found out she worked for the UN.
Mm-hmm. Yep, UN, because she's from the UK. So she mentioned Major General Beale again. So we'll have to find out if we ever get to meet him.
Yep.
And yeah, I mean, it was good. I mean, the reunion, of course, we hoped that we were going to see between her father and Hope, and we got that.
What about Iris and Will and that group? That was essentially the other half of this episode, right?
Yeah, it was really good. We have another video going more into depth, but this new artist colony, they could have a connection to another group that we saw back in season 10 of The Walking Dead. But stay tuned; we'll get to another video there. And I loved how they did wordplay, how they kind of said, they kind of said like, hope for the future or whatever. Remember you were like, oh, they're talking about the actual hope. And I was like, no, they were just talking about regular hope because they didn't capitalize hope in the captions. Like, so they weren't really talking about hope, but it was cool how they did wordplay. Like, you got to have hope or you have to have hope for the future. What gives you hope or something like that? Or why does she survive? And she says hope.
Oh, Iris did.
Yeah, Iris did. Yeah, and you were like, she's talking about her sister. I was like, well, the captions don't have it capitalized.
Well, no, so
could be both.
So here's the deal. I think Iris was talking about her sister.
Probably. She
was being truthful. It's just that the person she was talking to
doesn't know
Hope.
Her sister's name is Hope.
Exactly. To that person, they're like, oh, well, that's sweet.
Right.
But really,
And in the captions, they didn't capitalize Hope, so we're like, oh yeah, she's not talking about her sister, but she is. But I thought it was cool wordplay there. Will's mission, that him and that other guy knew that something fishy was going on. They knew that they weren't going out to this other area because they were lightly supplied. He kicked that can and it should have been like full of ammo or something. It was empty. So unfortunately, his friend got killed and he is on CRM's #1 hit list. Will is. So, but like Will said, he was asking too many questions. He's, peeking under the rocks and he got too close and they're like, we're done with you. You're getting out.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. I mean, there wasn't much there. I mean,
Not
most
too much,
of it was the feels.
The feels and, explaining to Felix and Iris that campus colony's gone. Now, according to Will, it was done by walkers, but of course, they still don't know the truth.
Yeah.
And neither does Huck. Her mother lied straight to her face, saying that campus colony in Omaha were taken. Now Omaha was really majority was taken out by a horde, but who knows how many CRM soldiers were in there to clean up the rest like they did at campus colony.
Yeah.
They turn, they die. So, yeah, I mean, not too much in this first episode. We're going to be getting more into it, of course, in the latter part, the 9 remaining episodes we have, but
I will tell you that obviously the end of the episode we saw the trailer for the next episode, right?
Well, from what I'm hearing
or was that an overall season? Okay, because you're showing Jadis already in the second episode. Get me on board. I'm excited.
Yeah,
but that's not the case.
Yeah, nobody has given any spoilers to say Jadis isn't in the next episode, but I've heard from some people that have said the trailer that you saw at the end of the first episode was more of a season overall trailer, not the actual
which
next
they
episode
do
trailer.
After the first season. Hey, you watched the first episode. Here's what the rest of the season. Here's what you're in store for.
Exactly,
type deal.
And they mix the scenes all over the place, so you never really know. But kind of like our predictions, we really don't think we're going to see Jadis until either the final episode or the final 2. I don't know. We could
play that clip if we see see her in the next episode. Play that clip.
I think I mentioned it last in our reaction too. So yeah, it was all right, guys. We're big fans of World Beyond. We like the story. It's just it was kind of like the first season. It was a little slow, but then it kicked in. But now it's like this is the final season, so you have to kick in a little more. But you have to build some context. We get it.
I get you have to build it, but I don't know. Is it Iris that bothers me? I don't know.
I don't have a problem with any of them, honestly. Yeah. I like all of our characters. I just hope that we get back, with I forgot his name already. Just our other group, Silas, and so stay tuned for episode 2. We're doing our reaction that I'll be posting this weekend, and it should be a good episode. See how this goes.
Let's just hope for no return of the dinosaur fossil.
We need it.
No.
Yes.
No. Please no.
They all need
I don't want to see that damn thing again.
Let us know what you think in the comments, guys. Like the video, subscribe, and stay tuned for our episode 2 reaction coming this weekend. I'm Jarrell.
I'm Josh.
We're NocBro Nation.
We're out.